everyone, it's Jade here. Welcome back to my channel and welcome if you're new. So today we are going to be carrying on with our random colour wheel challenge. So we've only got 3 left to choose from. So without further ado, let's go ahead and pick which pencils we're going to be using today. Oh, it looks like it's going to be the Black Widows. Yep, it's the Black Widows. Okay, so I'll grab them and we'll get started. Okay guys, so I've gone ahead and entered all the different coloured names of the Black Widow pencils into the wheel. So we're going to go ahead and pick out which colours we're going to be using today. Okay, so it looks like we've got Blue Horizon. So let's go ahead and see which one we get next. So we're going to have 7 colours again. Hopefully we'll get quite a nice, bright, vibrant palette this time. Oh, it looks like it's going to be blood red. Okay, let's go ahead and get number 3. Burnt orange. Number 4. I want a pink. Give us a pink. Oh, green, grub green. Okay. Okay, let's get number 5. These coloured pencils have got really strange names like bug brown. And we've got Irish green, honeycomb, pig's ear. Some really random ones. So that's Blue Haven. Yeah, Blue Haven. Okay, last 2. So let's go ahead and see what we're going to get next. Dum dum dum. Oh, looks like olive green. Yep. Okay, everyone, this is the last one. So let's go ahead and spin the wheel again. Dun dun dun. What is it gonna be? Oh, looks like dark chocolate. Yep, it's dark chocolate. Okay. Okay everybody, so I've gone ahead and got the colours out. So I'm going to go ahead and swatch them for you so you can see what they look like. So first we've got blood red, which is quite a nice dark reddy colour. Then we've got grub green, quite a light green. And we've got olive green, so a darker one. We've got burnt orange, so that's quite a bright orange colour. And then we've got dark chocolate, so dark brown. And Blue Horizon, quite a dark blue. And last but not least, we've got Blue Haven, which I believe is going to be a bit lighter. Yeah. So they're the colours that we've got to work with. So we've got quite a bright palette today. So I'll go ahead and pick out which little picture we're going to do out of the book, and I'll be right back. Okay everybody, so I've decided to do this tree picture and use the colours that we've got. So the first colour I'm going to go in with is burnt orange, and I'm going to start to fill in these little apples on the trees. So I'm just going to use light pressure and just fill these in. Okay, next going in with blood red, we're going to start to add a little bit of shadow to these apples. So I'm going to focus this here where Rita's put this dark line in. So I'm just going to use normal pressure down here and sort of fill this in. And then as I come up towards the top, I'm going to lift the pressure. And then I can go back over that with the orange and just brighten that up in that top corner. So I'm going to do the same for all of these. Okay, then I'm going to go back in with burnt orange and just go over this and blend it all together. So I'm just going to use normal pressure here and just fill in this sort of top section and go over the red bit in the middle. So I'm going to do the same for all of these apples. Next I'm going to go in with olive green and I'm going to start to add this to the tree trunks. Now I don't know if this is actually going to make a difference or even show up when we put the brown on top of it. So I'm just going to try this. I'm going to go ahead and use sort of light to medium pressure and just add some of this mossy green down to the left hand side of the tree. So I'll do the same for this one. Then going in with dark chocolate, I'm going to go ahead and go over that and see what happens, see if it actually blends together or if it just gets rid of the green. So I'm just using normal pressure here to go over that and fill in the rest of these branches. Okay, so it has left a bit of a green tint, so I'm just going to go over it again with the olive green and just see if we can bring that little tint a bit more forwards. There we go, that looks a little bit greener. So I'll do the same for this branch here. And we'll just go over it again with the olive green. Okay, I'm pretty happy with that. So we're going to move on to the big bit of trees. So I'm going to go in with that lightest green, which is grub green. And we're going to do a base coat on these. And I'm going to avoid these little leaves that are in there as well. So I'll just go around them. And I'm just going to use light pressure for this. Then going back in with olive green, this is our darker colour, so I'm going to add some shade to the actual trees themselves. So I'm going to shade down here because this would be in shadow, and then just sort of bring this up and along where the branch is. We'll add a shadow behind these apples. And then this bit down here would be in shade, so we'll add a bit of darkness down here. So I'm just using light pressure for this because I can always go over and make it a bit darker afterwards. We'll do some dark pressure here underneath these lines. Or some dark green, should I say, not dark pressure. We'll add a bit behind this leaf and over here. Under here, and then down this edge here I think would be a little bit darker. Okay, now for this tree I'm going to go ahead and shade all behind here because it's behind this tree in front. So I'm just going to use light pressure but add some of this darker colour along this edge, and I'll take it down and fill in under here as well, all the way round. Then we'll just add a little bit of shadow under these leaves, and we'll go ahead and shade under here. I think that should be enough for now. So going back in with Grub Green, I'm going to go ahead and fill these in properly. So I'm going to take it over the darker green as well. And then, like I said, if we need to add a bit more shade, we can always go over and darken that up. Okay, so I'm just going to go back in with the olive green and I'm just going to sharpen up some of these shadows. So I'll just go over this again, just to darken it up a little bit. Okay guys, I think that's as good as it's going to get. So I'm going to start working on these little leaves here, and I'm going to do these in the orange and red, so the same combination that we used for the apples, just to brighten it up a little bit, because at the minute it's looking quite green. So we'll go ahead and do a base coat on all of these leaves. And if you guys have watched any of my videos before, you know how much I struggle with these Black Widow pencils, so I'm not sure how this is going to come out in the end, but we will hope for the best and expect the worst. Okay, going in with the red, we're going to darken up just the bottom section of the leaves, and we'll leave the top bit orange. And then going back in with the orange, we're going to fill in the top sections again, but with a bit more pressure, and just take that over the red just to help it all blend together. I can't believe we've only got 2 left, you guys, and then this random colouring challenge will be all finished. And I think next what I'm going to do is a whole picture in one video for you guys, because I asked in the community section what you guys want to see next, and the most votes went to a full picture in one video. So I'm going to start filming that once I've finished this, so that'll be well, we've got 2 more left to do on here, and then I'll start filming it, so not long now. So if you guys are interested to see that video, make sure you let me know in the comment section, and if there's any pages in particular that you want me to do, let me know. So next, going in with olive green, I'm going to make a start on this little bush down here. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and add the darker shade first. So all down this bottom edge here, I want to be quite dark. So I'm going to use normal pressure down here and get this quite dark. And then I'm going to lift the pressure as we come away, so that it blends out a little bit easier, hopefully. Then going back in with Grub Green, I'm going to go ahead and fill in the rest of this little bush. And then to tie it all together, we're going to do the leaves the same. So I'm going to go in with burnt orange. And then blood red. So again, I'm just going to do the bottom sections of these leaves. And then going back in with burnt orange, just to darken that up and blend them together. Okay, next I'm going to go back in with olive green, and I'm just going to add like a little bit of sort of grass here, just at the bottom of the tree. So I'm not doing it in any particular pattern, I'm just adding just a little bit of grass in there. So I'll do the same over here. We'll join them together. And as you can see, I'm just using light pressure here. Then I'm just going to add a bit more pressure right underneath the object, so that's like the darkest point. And then we've got these two blues that we haven't used yet, so I'm thinking we should use these for the sky in the background. I think so. So I'll go in with Blue Horizon first, which is the darker of the two. And I'm going to use this to add a little bit of sky here, because this bit would be in shade, so it would be a little bit darker. And I'm just using light pressure for this again, guys. We'll do a little bit of dark here. Then going in with Blue Heaven, which is the lighter colour. Again, I'm still going to use light pressure, and I'm just going to fill in this lower section and just take it up and over the darker blue as well, so that it all sort of merges together. But I'm still just using light pressure because I don't want to do like a really blocky colour. I just want it to have a little bit of blue in the background. So I'll just go ahead and carry on along here. I think we'll bring it to about there. And then we'll add some over here. Okay guys, last but not least, we're going to go in with the Posca pen and add some highlights. So I'm going to highlight on these apples, this sort of top left hand side where we left the orange colour. So I'm just going to do a little bit on each of these just to make them stand out a little bit better. And then I'm just going to add a couple of dots to the highlights that we left, so the top edge of these leaves. And I might just add some little dots into the blue just to break it up a little bit. And that's it, you guys. So that is our 7 colour challenge using the Black Widow pencils. I've just zoomed you out a little bit so that you guys can take a better look. So this is how the page is looking. Like I said, we've only got 2 left to do, so they will be done in the next videos. So if you guys enjoyed this, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up, and I will see you in the next video.